Oh, okay.
and I need a Rolex.
Oh, okay. Got it.
What you mean? Oh, okay.
I mean, I already know what you need.
Good.
I know everything you need.
What kind of chain? Says HDs you want?
I don't know. Nah, that's a little too excessive.
He wants a cross.
Maybe.
I know you want a cross or praying hands. Am I right or am I right?
Are we recording? Oh, okay.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
What's up? Happy Valentine's Day to all
Happy
the
Valentine's
lovely
Day.
couples out there. By the time
Happy
this
Love Month.
love.
Happy Black History
Hey,
Month.
you sound like a radio host. Happy Valentine's Day. All the lovers.
This
all
is the
love.
quiet storm.
This is my DJ voice. HDZ.
Well, we know who that is over there talking. Pew, pew. Give yourself your all horns.
Oh, my nigga Barry.
We got Barry B sitting to my right.
Yeah.
We got Jazzy J sitting to my left.
Hey,
guys. And we got Treen Bean.
What's up?
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. That was awesome.
So, we're back.
We're
Hi.
back. Guess who's Bazak?
We're recording this
I
the
thought Jazz
day
was gonna
before Oh, my bad.
That was your favorite person.
Who was it?
Cheesy. Guess who's Bazak?
I didn't hear
Still
what you
got
were
blow on
saying.
my clothes. Like Krispy Kreme. I was
Slipping,
Cooking the
Jay.
mold, right? Or something like that. I don't know.
Hey.
rappers. We rappers.
We rappers.
I don't know about
Sorry,
that.
guys.
I'm a lyric butcher. That is what I am.
That's a fact.
But we're back. And we're recording this the day before Valentine's
The
Day.
day before.
So
Tomorrow's a big day. You ready?
I guess.
we're working.
Yeah.
So
I'm working too. Right?
no, like we're working in the evening.
Yeah. Oh, you guys have Amina's. Is that her name?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, y'all have Amina's thing.
She's doing the dinner. We're recording it.
House Design is on the ground tomorrow.
Yeah. Always working.
Ground
Getting that money together.
hmm
Shmoney.
What did he say?
I don't know. Did I say something wrong?
zero. Nothing.
I was like, what
I
happened?
had to roll myself back in.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So again,
It went over my head again.
yeah. Thank y'all for listening.
I'm on my P's and Q's because I think Trina was waiting for me to mess up for Valentine's Day.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I'm excited. My tail's wagging.
Hey, did you ever get your gift that never came?
No, he didn't, Barry. You're a hater.
No.
Oh, what
it's
happened to the gift?
It's still coming.
Is it coming from China?
That shit
No.
been 3 months. How
It's
many?
been a month.
Damn, I fucked up. I was
You
thinking about the
did.
gift.
Word.
I'm
Just
sorry.
stop.
Is it? Am I getting that for Valentine's Day?
No, it's not your Valentine's Day gift.
So it's Christmas.
No, what are you talking about?
I was supposed to get it for
You're
Christmas.
supposed to get it for Christmas, and when it gets here, you will get it. Just trust the process.
Comes from Thailand or something. It has to go through customs.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
It's stuck.
It's very special.
Very,
very
special. Oh.
And on that note, we're gonna get right into it. This week we asked you guys, what more you wanted us to talk about, what more you wanted to hear from us, and like other ways you wanted to interact. And of course, ask for topics and questions as we always do. And so one of them was, with trust, do you all give 100% and you can only lose it in the beginning, or do you make people earn it? I trust 100% until I have proof, but then again, I feel like I'm naive at times. So, who wants to go first?
I feel like trust for me is a building block. Like, I trust you 100% from the gate, but I don't necessarily put you in trustworthy situations. Like, I say, like, okay, I trust him, so, like, let me throw this into the mix. And then if that person, because this could be relationships or friendships, I think. So if that person, like, proves to value my trust that I instilled in them, then I just keep adding to the mix. Like, I feel like with our relationship, like, we kind of fell into each other's life, right? And I'm talking about Jazz for y'all listening.
We're looking at each other and talking.
We're making eye
deep
contact.
into each other's eyes.
Like, I feel like we kind of fell into each other's lives, and I think of you as like a very trustworthy person in my life. But it didn't just like
Start off that way.
no,
'cause you're
even
like,
though I
don't know
trusted you, it was like we built together a little bit, and it was like, oh, she 100. So I'm gonna
Right.
just keep building with this person,
Right.
You know, and now
See
we're
how they
adding
move.
exactly, and we just keep adding situations to our relationship. And from that, like, it's like I'm noticing how trustworthy we can be to each other. So that's how I view trust. It's not like an overnight thing for me.
Right. I don't think I ever thought about how I build trust. I think I'm more of a you have it until you lose it.
Yeah.
Like and so I think it's both. You have it until you lose it, and then you have it and you can build upon it. Like there's levels to trust, right? Like I trust you to keep my secret, and trusting you with my life are two completely different things.
Right.
So like, you know, keeping a secret type of trust, like that's even in the middle. Like maybe when you first meet somebody, it's like, oh, I trust that they won't stab me in the back.
Yeah.
Whatever that means.
Yeah.
And so like you build levels on it, but then I think in a relationship, and this is the other side of it, in a relationship, I think, and especially kind of for us, the trust had to build itself.
Yeah.
Because, as I think I've talked about plenty of times here, I used to always wait for the other shoe to drop. Like I always
wait for something.
Barry never showed me anything else other than that he was a trustworthy person, all that kind of stuff. But I always used to look for like a chip in the armor, or like oh, you lied, or like a something, so that he wouldn't be this person.
Yeah.
And
it
I
was
think
just too good to be true, almost.
right, but
Right.
that was all based on me and my past experiences and trying
And your
not
trust
to be
issues,
right,
yeah.
and trying not to, like she said, be naive.
Yeah.
Of just going in and giving 100% of your trust away immediately.
I'm a good ass friend.
You are. You're
So-
solid.
To get these good friendship, this good friendship person, I gotta trust you completely. So
To get the cool points. To get the.
So I give everybody a C. You start out with a C, and only you can up your grade or fail out my class. And once you fail out the class, I'm sorry, we're not friends no more. But you know, you can do little certain things, bump your grade up to a B. Okay, you cool. All right, I'll give you something.
Yeah.
Then you get an A plus, then you got everything. You know what I'm saying? But you start out with a C with me.
I like that. See, me, I'm the type of person, and this is it's kind of a negative thing, because you know people say treat people how you want to be treated.
Yeah.
So I'm just all in on people. You know what I mean? I'll go give everybody, you know, everything in terms of, we're talking in terms of friendships right now. I'm building that relationship. I'm just like, yo, I'm just this guy, and then you love me, and this is what it is, because I'm a lovable type of person. So I go all in, and that, you know, with no vest, I'll get stabbed, shot,
Yeah.
but I'm still moving forward. I'm like, nah, I'm a good person. This person's gonna eventually maybe, you know, come around, and they're gonna give me the same love back. So I've taken a lot of shots, you know, that way, just being too good of a person and not protecting myself in that regard, and just, you know, taking negative things that came about it. In terms of a relationship, when you're with somebody, I was guarded in that way. Friendships, I completely was different. Like I could just be whatever, but when it came to relationship, because I'm getting into like an emotional thing, I'm letting certain barriers, certain things down, and then I open up that way. But it's tough. That was tough. That was real tough for me, especially with Jasmine. Eventually, like I was like, shit, yeah, I trust you with my social. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it took those barriers to be down. Because I have to see. You know, I was always told Jasmine that like I never like volunteered information, meaning you're not getting shit out of me to the point where it was like maybe I just don't know this guy enough yet, or he doesn't want to share. He just like, damn, this nigga's like a vault. Like he don't tell me shit. It's because
You value your friendship.
I value, you know what I'm saying, that emotional space when it comes to a relationship with a man and a woman. So that stuff like that, it's a building block, and you have to see and really gauge a person, go interact, see them in certain scenarios, see them with their family. That was a big thing for me because family, I really value that, and then seeing how the friendship builds initially. I'm like, okay, this person is real good. Then I can give them this, I can do this, I can trust them with this, and if they continue to do well, then the layers start coming off, and I could start taking like a couple bricks down.
So you like spoon feeding the situation. Yeah. One thing that I could say, like, I used to be a lot like you, Barry, where I felt like I always tried to operate with the treat people how you wanted to be treated. But I feel like some people just can't accept that. Like, it's too good to be true. She fake or he fake. Like, it's not real. It's no way that you can be just
this nice.
Yeah, like, and people will always say that to me. Like, why are you always so nice? Why are you always so available? Why are you always so, you know what I'm saying, supportive? So I think today, I only do that for people that are worth it instead of doing that because I used to always be like, everybody gets a fair shot. Yeah. And whoever the last person standing is, that's my real one.
Right.
But now it's like,
you ain't got that much time and energy in the world.
Exactly. If I disperse that much energy into everybody, I don't have nothing for me. So I can't operate like that today. So it's now who's willing to rock with me, and then I'm going to give that person that energy.
Right.
So
Yeah,
that makes sense.
for sure.
it's a hard lesson that I learned.
I think I kind of did the same thing as far as being available for everybody. And then when I did the whole transition of making it about me and like putting me first and all that kind of stuff, that's when I started to see like friendships fall away, because it was like, I'm not only focused on you now. Like I'm focused on myself and making myself a priority instead of you a priority. So I think it could work both ways. I think in all of it, you have to just put yourself and your happiness first.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
So.
And if you put yourself and your happiness first, whoever's supposed to be there will still be around. Because the people that care will care about you and your happiness.
That's a fact.
So on top of that, we kind of talked to giving each other respect and kind of sharing in happiness and all that kind of stuff. The question is geared towards women, but I think it could work both ways. Do you all think that our significant others or like opposite sex give us our insecurities, or do you think your insecurities come from yourself?
I think that insecurities tend to come from yourself because it's all a mental game. And I feel like it comes from yourself, but because you have somebody in the relationship with you, anything that they do makes you like conflicted. Like it makes you wonder. It makes you, like it's all a mental game. So it's that moment where you think you tripping or you not sure. Like it stimulates from that person, but it starts within you.
Yeah, I think it definitely comes from yourself, within yourself, because once you start, putting your insecurities out on the table, you kind of have the ability to either give it a life or just make it an idea, just like make it blow away. But it definitely comes from because I know, like me and you, Trina.
He's looking at me.
Yeah. Like some of the insecurities that I have, I'll just put it out there on the table and just be like, yo, these are the insecurities. And if I feel like you're attacking it, I'll make it have a life. And all of a sudden I'll start holding grudges and all this type of different shit. And it don't even, you was just being like, nigga, I was just speaking my mind. I was just speaking, I wasn't attacking you.
You shouldn't have gotten offended by
Right.
what I said. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I think we tackle insecurities a lot in our relationship, which isn't a bad thing. I think people look at insecurities like it's a bad thing. Like, you're human, you have doubt, you have self-awareness, like you're emotional. I think it's a normal thing to be insecure at one point or another. It's just up to you to dwell in that place.
Yeah.
Like, you have to choose, like, all right, I'm not gonna let this shit get to me.
Do you want to talk about one?
Yeah, if you want to be open tonight, I can.
Run it.
Open it up.
Run it.
Just don't embarrass me.
Rip the Band-Aid off.
Nigga, what?
So,
Embarrass her.
No.
Facts.
No.
So Trina has this bad insecurity, and I don't. I
Oh
don't
my
even know.
God. It's my insecurity.
It's your
Oh
insecurity.
God.
She-
You're supposed to talk about yourself.
Shit, fuck that.
Oh shit.
She don't think that she does enough around the house.
Oh. Yeah,
Like,
we fall out about this
she-
all the time.
And the thing is, it's not even all right. So I know we touched on this
we
before.
fell out about this like 2 days ago.
I like to clean. I like having a clean house.
I remember this story.
I like having a bed made every time we leave the house. I like, I just like walking into a clean house.
Yes, sir. I'm with you, brother.
And Trina kind of messy, but
Not dirty.
not dirty, just a
Messy.
little messy.
There's a difference.
They're kindred spirits in that way.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
They're
Barry.
cousins. They're brother and sister.
Saw he perked up when he was like, clean.
So, I mean, recently, like in the last 2 days, I just started doing a lot more cleaning. And I cook dinner. And our rule of thumb is if one person cooks, the other person cleans.
Yeah,
That's fair.
that is true.
So, I cooked dinner.
I'm already getting defensive. I'm gonna just shut up. I ain't even
Just
said.
hush up.
Let
Just
it
hush up.
sit. Just breathe. Just breathe.
Just hush
Take
up.
a
Gonna hear me
second.
wheezing in a second.
That's not it.
Let him talk, Trina.
So,
That was me. You gotta let him finish.
so I cooked dinner. Shout out to HelloFresh. What's it
Oh.
called?
Hello,
That
Fresh.
shit was fire, right?
Hey,
That
hey,
shit
if
was
y'all want to
amazing.
sponsor us, send us some food.
Yes,
Word.
we
ASAP.
loved it.
Yo,
Have a cooking
amazing.
class.
We want more portions though in there. I'm just.
I think they gave us a portion that we're supposed to eat.
Yeah,
Right.
right. That's what it is. Shit.
It's dinner for
It's
two.
moderation.
Shit.
Word. We're not supposed to have Thanksgiving dinner. But so I cooked dinner, and rule of thumb, she's supposed to be cleaning. But she had been working all night on the computer and stuff like that, on the phone,
All
whatever.
night, y'all.
And hold on now. Hold on. So, cooked dinner, left the kitchen. I kind of, wiped the stove off a little bit, went to the couch, took a little nap.
A long nap.
Itis.
Yeah.
He went to sleep
He went to sleep.
and woke back up.
I went to sleep. So I woke up and Trina started getting ready for bed. So
I was tired. I told you, Jazz, I've been tired a while.
Here we
Like,
go.
yeah, so I first thing I asked, hey, you wash the dishes?
that is not how you asked. You was like, first of all, let's paint the
Told
picture.
you to make sure you wash them dishes before you go
Let's
to
paint
bed.
the pictures
All right.
for the audience.
Now here's the insecurity.
No. I'm not. This is not it. These are all facts. These are all facts. You cooked dinner, knocked out at 7:30. He woke up when I went to wake him up at 11:30, almost 12 o'clock at night. And I said, babe, let's go to bed. Like I had just closed my computer, just got off my last conference call at 11 o'clock at night. I told him, I was like, let's go to bed. He wakes up, did you wash the dishes?
That's
said-
exactly,
I
isn't that how
said,
I
like that was
it?
the
Yeah,
first
okay.
thing on your
But
mind.
that was the first thing that came out of your mouth. And I said, no, I wash them tomorrow. I'm exhausted and you've been asleep and I've been working. Like I got off work and clocked into another job.
Okay.
So I was tired and you just weren't having it. He wasn't having it.
No, absolutely not.
But-
Absolutely not. I do not want to get into a habit of leaving dirty dishes.
But that's a new rule that we are practicing that he decided to
ain't
put
no
in.
new rule.
No. I'll let you talk. I'll let you talk. Let me talk.
This ain't no new rule.
No, because I want to get Jazz's opinion on this.
The wrong
Here's
one.
the thing,
I was about to say,
Barry. I want your opinion too.
because I could.
He said
No, but
he said specifically when he woke up and he was mad that I wasn't gonna wash dishes. He wasn't mad. I took offense because I'm like, I've been working all night. Like if I'm tired, just let me be tired. We done been to bed with dishes still in the sink before, and no, I don't like it either. But if I'm exhausted,
Just get up and do it.
I'll do it in the morning. Exactly. So the thing that grind my gears that pissed me off,
Just really grinds my gears.
yes,
Boils my
was
grits.
that Sunday when we cooked, I cooked and I washed dishes. I didn't even bother you to wash dishes.
That's what's up.
She clapped back.
So
like Ja Rule.
it's like, you know, if I want to go tit for tat, then I can
Right.
throw that situation out there. But I don't even want to do that because it's not that deep.
I
But
wasn't even going tit for tat though.
No, because you got up and you started cleaning up all aggressively, making
No,
sure I
see?
noticed.
But no, this is what I'm talking.
No, I heard
Listen,
you.
No, listen.
Because
No, listen.
the dishes was
Because
making mad noise
this
while
is-
he was washing them.
Why would you wash dishes angry? I don't even know how to do that. Like,
Oh, I know how to wash dishes angry.
That means-
Hanging everything.
that
you
means they're not
throwing
being
up,
washed.
everything.
HD. That means they're not being washed.
like,
It was
no,
mad noisy.
I'm focused on
'Cause
washing
I
the
told
dishes.
him, I was
No.
like, I'm going to bed. He goes and he
See,
decides to clean up.
ladies and gentlemen, this is what I'm talking about. When you have your insecurity and you put it on the table and you make it have a life.
Approach the
But
bench,
you
HD.
make me
Approach
have
the
an
bench.
insecurity about that.
Listen.
We have a
listen,
hostile witness.
Listen, yes, very hostile, right?
Approach the bench.
All I said to her, I was like, did you wash the dishes? No, I've been working all day and I'm tired. I don't feel like washing dishes
I
now.
was
I'm going to
tired.
bed. Cool.
That's not how you
Cool. So I said, cool. You going to bed? Fine. Cool. I didn't say nothing
Y'all, HD makes it sound like he is
else.
a saint.
No.
Barry does the
no.
same thing.
But listen. I didn't say anything else.
You don't have to say anything.
It's your body language.
I got up. I said, because she was like,
Don't
Dill.
talk about body language.
Okay, that sounds like.
Uh-oh. Somebody
So she said,
You have the best ad libs.
so
Say H.
she was like, I'll wash the dishes tomorrow. Deal? And I was like,
like, is that okay with you?
I was like,
this is my house too.
You had bass in your voice, or when you're like,
yeah, no.
No,
It
it
was a
was
little
still-
bassy.
oh well, then
it was still a little dilly.
Like,
It's
let
a
me
little
turn your
hostile.
lows a little down.
'Cause I was gonna say if you had like a little, if it wasn't any bass, then it's like, oh well, she was just saying she's tired. She'll do
No,
it tomorrow.
it was
But she
definitely
got the
bassy.
bass.
She
I
was
had
like,
bass.
deal?
She was putting her foot down.
I was like,
And I
deal?
said,
Deal?
no deal. You
No.
can go to bed. I'll wash the dishes. It's okay. So I'm sitting over there while standing over there washing dishes, cleaning up the kitchen. And she got a little thing to say right here. Got a little thing to say right there. See, I don't like that. Blah, blah. She's saying her little smirk. And I haven't said a word. All I'm doing is just washing the
I
dishes.
apologize.
She get in the room, close the door.
Oh.
I did not close
go.
the door.
Nigga, the door was closed. So
I didn't want to hear you making all that noise in the kitchen.
I wasn't making no noise. I was just washing dishes like a regular ass person. So I'm washing dishes, cleaning up, you know what I'm saying? Go to bed. I'm sorry.
Because I hate going to bed mad.
Yeah.
I hate that.
You were wrong. Just say
It-
you
but
were wrong.
can I be honest here for a second?
She was tired.
Not only was I tired, but I feel like when it comes to cleaning, I walk on eggshells with HD. No.
Why?
No, I let you talk. Let me talk. So I feel like you have
OCD.
Yeah, it's just a little extreme. And then also,
Talking to HD, talking to
I
me.
feel like over the course of us being together, you have heightened my notice for me not being as clean as you. And every chance you get, I don't even think you realize that you like say the shit all the time.
What did I say?
And no, I'm saying over the course of living with you, it's always come up that you're the clean one and I gotta clean up behind Trina.
That's all you.
So no, it's not on me. It's not on me. I'm being genuine here.
Why you shake your head, Jay?
Because Barry do the same motherfucking thing.
So then it's like sometimes I feel like if you do say something or if you do notice something, it puts me in that defensive mode because I'm so used to.
Okay. All right. Let me
And
fix
see,
this
you're
problem.
not even accepting.
No. Let me fix it right now. Here's a solution. I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
Don't talk hard.
No. Listen, I don't care. I just want the house clean. I don't care if you do it. I don't care if I do it. That's why I was like, all right, you tired, you go to bed. I'll clean up. I don't give a fuck.
You say that now, but in the moment, it's not necessarily.
I asked you, are you going to wash the dishes? Once you said, no, you tired, what did I do? I got up and washed the dishes.
But it makes me feel bad because then it's like.
But that's you.
No, I understand. I'm not denying that I have an insecurity about this, but I'm trying to get you to see how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm supposed to be a bomb ass wife and my husband ask me if I'm going to clean up after I have worked for 13, 14, 15 hours and I'm tired and I tell him no, it sucks.
So what's the solution to that?
Don't ask her. Just let her do
Hell
what
no.
she doing.
No, don't take offense.
No, it's not a matter of like taking offense. It's a matter of personally, sometimes I just feel like I'm not enough. As far as like being domestic and
Or how about this?
No, let me finish. And it's to the point where I'm like, I don't want my husband to have to clean up. Like, I want to be able to clean up. So honestly, I would rather you be a little more understanding to the fact that I'm tired and let's just go to bed. And I'd rather you get up with me in the morning and let's clean up together.
I don't want to do that.
It's always what you want then when it comes to cleaning.
But why we got to leave the kitchen a mess?
Because I'm exhausted. It's 11:30.
But Trina, I don't care. I'll clean.
I know. But what I'm saying is it still sucks to me. If it's 11:30, I'm exhausted, and you took a nap on the couch.
And I clean, so what's the
I
problem?
know you clean, but what I'm saying is I want to be able to help you clean. Do you see what I'm saying?
Baby, you don't like washing dishes.
You see how it's never a...
Yeah. Well, so
It's never a thing.
I'm just saying.
tap me in, please.
What you gonna say, nigga?
Come on, tap and jazz in.
So we have this levels. So Barry's a lot
OCD.
more. Yes, even his friends say it. Whatever. So everybody knows that. If you know Barry, like they literally were joking because during our Christmas party and our Super Bowl party,
was cleaning.
He was taking out trash while everybody's partying. That's how crazy he is.
Who doesn't take out trash?
Barry.
Yeah, they talking like that's alien.
You pallet in the corner.
You
Like
have it there.
Like it's a different language.
You have it there until the party is done, and then you do it later, not during the
Who
party.
told
when
you
you're
that? Who
supposed to
made this
enjoy
rule?
yourself.
Who made that house
Anyways,
rule? That's your rule.
Tag team back again.
what I was getting to
We'll
was
get to the point.
Hey,
Shout out to Tony Davis.
hey now.
Shout out to Tony Davis.
What
Tony,
I
you hearing
was,
this,
what
I
I
used
was
your word.
getting to was, Barry. No, I don't like doing the dishes. I told him this in the very, very beginning of us ever living together.
Right.
And granted, this is what 6 years of us going on living together.
Mm-hmm.
So this is growing pains for y'all. Y'all just gonna have to figure it out.
But it's not though.
But
I don't think it's a growing pains.
I cook and Barry will wash dishes. Sometimes I cook and I'll try to wash the dishes, and
Keyword.
Barry comes behind. Like while I'm cooking, I'll try to wash, and he's like, "No, I got it." So I leave it there. Or after I'm done cooking, I'll wipe the counters off, and here come Barry behind me, like I didn't do a good enough job, so he cleaning it up behind me, and I'm like, "There's not even any spots or anything on the cabinet. Like what? Why are you in here?" And I say this to you, do I or do I
'Cause
not?
you didn't do a good enough job.
So I say fuck it. But on the flip side of that,
Because when you don't like to clean, you don't clean good.
that's a fucking lie.
That's the
That is a
shit I
fucking
heard all
lie.
fucking day.
That is a fucking lie.
Am I not
Time out.
preaching now,
That is a fucking
brother?
lie.
Did I not clean up bomb this weekend and you actually hit me up and was like, oh,
Can I be honest?
no, don't even do that because I do not want to fight
Approach
over
the-
this table.
Listen,
Approach the
I do
thing.
not want to throw something.
and Barry
out.
acting like I don't know how to clean a house.
We
Like,
gonna
what
have
the
to
fuck?
cancel this goddamn show tonight.
Yeah.
Are you
I'm saying,
serious?
you did an amazing job,
Shake the table.
but
Fuck you. I'm
Later.
sleeping in the guest room tonight.
Yeah,
And she
right.
sucked my dick.
I don't have a problem with you. You got a problem with me.
You just hated on me right now after praising me all weekend about how
You
good I
did a
clean.
phenomenal job, but I
So-
still have to go.
But
after
pause,
you.
pause. What both of y'all are failing to miss, and I talked to you about this too, and we talked about it together. Is like, as a woman, especially a woman from the South, we're supposed to be the domesticated ladies that's cooking, cleaning, going to work. If you got kids, taking care of the kids, like we're supposed to be doing all of that. And I talked to you about this years ago because I thought that's what you wanted. Because I don't cook, like I wasn't cooking. I barely, well, I not barely cleaned, but like I cleaned like enough, whatever. So we had the conversation like, because I was like, I can't do that. Like that's not me. I can't wait on you hand and foot.
We've had that conversation.
all that kind of stuff. But hold on, I ain't done.
Keep going.
What y'all are failing to miss is y'all are basically saying our efforts are shit because y'all got to come behind and do something
No.
for us.
Or time out. Y'all can't talk yet because we're talking.
Yeah.
And on top of that, not only that, after we've already admitted things that we are not good at, things that we don't like, it's like y'all say, okay, cool, that's not you, but it's a backhand slap in the face when you don't.
This is what Barry does. People are coming to the house and they're like, "Oh, your house is always so clean and neat." And Barry will go like this, and like look me dead in my face, like, "Yeah, it wasn't because of you." Like,
So
I'm
it's
like,
a
"Why you gotta
backhand-
do that?
it's a
Like, why do you have to
backhand
do
to the
that?"
face.
See, this is the thing. This is the problem. I
Our
think
listeners are gonna love
this is the
this.
problem where I
Right.
think we're butting heads.
Preach, Barry.
Here, because if you guys are not that and we accept that,
But you
No,
don't.
no.
You don't
we
accept
we
it.
accept that. Okay, you don't do that. Then we do it. Then don't feel inadequate that you don't feel like a woman that you cannot do this up to this standard.
That's the
But we
insecurity,
wouldn't
though.
feel
That's the
that.
insecurity.
No, we
No.
wouldn't feel that way if you didn't throw it in our face that we don't do stuff.
Every time you
But
get
I
a
don't throw it in
chance.
your
But
face.
guess what? Y'all
What
would
you
throw
do?
stuff in our face.
What?
If it was you on the foot, you would throw stuff just like some women. Hold on, just like some women would say, "Oh, this nigga's dirty. He just dirty ass fucking drawers." And this and that. Y'all would throw shit in our face too.
I don't throw anything at
No,
AJ's
I'm just saying.
face.
I'm just saying you didn't
See,
do. You did. But you would.
I can't talk for Barry and Jazz, but I don't throw that shit in your face. Every time my mom calls,
You're like, I ain't say that.
every time my mom calls and they be like, "What you doing?" and I'm cleaning, she'd be like, "What y'all doing?" I'll be like, "We cleaning." I say that all the time. We cleaning. It's
Okay,
never like
I ain't never heard you say
because you don't
nothing,
look
so.
for shit like that. You keep on thinking I'm throwing shit in
I
your
mean,
face.
I'm not always around when you're on the phone either.
Yes,
so.
you are. But you keep on looking for stuff like I'm always throwing shit in your face, and I'm not. I just really want the house clean. I
So
don't
the
know.
next time you throw it in my face, I'm gonna say, "Hey, let's document this moment so that you can
I
see
would
when
love
you do
Trina.
it."
I would
I
love
would
to
love
do
that.
that.
I would.
I
love
will.
that.
There's so many times I wish I could just take a Snapchat and show the
am.
date when Jasmine and she says, "Because I do this, you ain't do this shit."
That log would
Okay?
be empty.
You didn't do that. And then
Woo,
get
the
get
aggressive
crazy.
behavior.
Well, I was gonna do, nigga. You wasn't gonna do shit.
But that's the thing. You don't give me time to do anything.
You know,
HD
you know what's
neither.
crazy?
I
I'm
was-
gonna bring up a scenario.
Pause. Right before this show, I had to put my laptop up. I was getting myself situated so I could get up without falling to put the laptop over here. But what did you do? You hopped
No,
up and put
what
it
I
over
did was
there.
be a helpful man.
No, you ain't got to
and
be
help
helpful.
his
Let me do it
girlfriend
by
out
myself.
and do it.
Let me do it by myself.
Okay.
That's your problem. You don't never give me a chance to just
Oh,
do
if I give you a
something.
chance, it takes 5 days. Because it's the time I tested your ass on some fucking dishes. And it took 5 fucking days. And on the 5th day, I washed it. So shut
But
up.
you know, I
Shut
don't
your
like to
damn
wash
mouth.
the dishes.
Well, you said you was going to when it took you 5 days. I'm not waiting
I
5
say I
days.
was
And then
going
you know what
to?
you say? take a shortcut. I just put in the dishwasher. Fuck a dishwasher. Use the real dishwasher, your fucking hand. Before the dishwasher came out, that was the dishwasher.
What we got a dishwasher for? Wash the
Listen,
dishes.
All I say is mean what you say and say what you mean. If you're going to do some shit, do it.
All I know is HD makes me feel like I am the filthiest person. And I'm not. Like,
It's y'all. It's y'all. It's y'all.
Like,
y'all.
you make me feel like I am disgusting. But the truth of the matter is our house has never been disgusting.
Yeah.
Our house has always been.
We got no bugs,
Yeah.
none of that kind of stuff.
Our house has always been to the point where if, even if it's not perfect, if somebody call and say, hey, I need to come pick something up, I'll be there in 15 minutes, I can tidy up. To, you know what I'm saying? And I know that for a fact. Even if I got my little corner
So
with
let me
my
ask you a question.
clothes.
Do you want me to let you clean? Is that what you want?
It's not that I want you to let me clean. I just want you to not be so pressed. Like, you just be pressed. But you know what else?
That's the definition.
You know what? You know what else too? They gonna be in for a rude awakening when we have kids, HD, and you can't control like a food spill or.
Wait, hold on.
Well, Barry has a fucking
Hold on.
You ain't gonna know what to do.
Hold on.
Like, I can't.
I'm going to be in for a rude awakening.
You are.
The person that cleans is going to be in for
That's
a
what
rude
I'm saying.
awakening.
But when you have a child, you can't control when they pull all their shit out of the toy box and like you gonna be in for a rude awakening.
I'm ready for that.
Okay.
I'm ready for that.
I just want you to remember this day is 9:05 p.m. on the day before.
Baby,
I just want you to.
you are like my child. I clean up after you all the time.
I am utterly offended by that.
Touche, pussycat.
The other night, you ate some cookies from Wendy's. You left the bag over there. Had to
That was
clean
the
up
same
after
night.
you. You know what I'm saying? Like
This is the
I
part
know-
where we said, "Don't throw it in our face."
Exactly. Exactly.
Well,
you just did
gotta learn how to
exactly
catch,
what you
Jasmine.
said you don't
You
do.
played baseball, didn't you?
You just
We'll
did
catch.
exactly what you said you don't do. Thank you for doing that.
Guys, well, all we're saying is give us a chance.
How did we get here?
I don't even know how to do
Because we were
that.
talking about
HD.
insecurities.
HD wanted to bring up his favorite
What more do
insecurity.
you want from me?
Well, to throw in my
what I
face.
was gonna say, because you guys were saying how you put stuff on the table, we kind of like had a conversation this week for ourselves. Like we pride ourselves on being very open with our communication. Like we don't sugarcoat anything. But I think like we had a situation where we had to talk about our emotions without getting offended with how each other, like
That's
how
hard.
we presented it. And so it's hard, but like I realized that even though we were like, we're open in what we say, we meant like, and I would probably say it's an insecurity, at least for me, would like maybe hold back a little bit of like the true, like maybe sugarcoat it a little more than it needed to be sugarcoated in order, because
You telling the truth, but you telling it too nice.
right,
So
instead
the
of
emotion-
how you truly feel.
Yeah.
So like the raw emotion doesn't come out.
Mm-hmm.
But we decided that once a week we're gonna just have a day where we can just say what we mean and like
Oh, that's
what
a
we
great
feel.
idea.
And it is what it is. We both agree we won't get upset. All that kind of like, regardless of how it comes out,
That's
like
some
you
good
just
shit.
tell me what it is, and we'll try to figure it out and fix it. Barry actually came up with that.
I like that.
Thank you for that
We
credit.
should try
Because
to
I was going to plug myself.
see.
Can we? I don't even know if we can do that, baby. Can you think
You
we can
can,
do that?
you can.
I think I can do it.
I think what's
think I could do
crazy,
it.
what I found was it, because it was mostly me not being 100% honest about how I felt about things, because I didn't want to step on his toes or make him feel a certain kind of way, when really he didn't feel a way about it. That was my insecurity of thinking that he would take it a certain kind of way and not listen to me. So I think, and also like thinking that he would think that I'm upset or like judging him or offending him or whatever like that. So I think if you go into it with an open mind of, yes, this might not be pretty, this might not be the nicest way, but this is how they feel. And if this is how they feel, how can I fix this feeling so it doesn't come back?
I would be willing to
It
be
works.
honest
It
and
works.
open for that. I feel like we do it in certain areas of our relationship.
Yeah.
But I would like to see
Emotionally
it
is where we
Tell you
don't
something.
do
That
it.
shit. The shit gets ugly. Because
Yeah.
I say things. You know what I'm saying? Especially if Jasmine says a certain thing. I'm like, okay, if you want to talk about this, I'm gonna say some shit, and it's not gonna feel good. And that's the thing I call medicine, because it don't taste good. You know what I'm saying? So when you got to give them a little dose of that medicine, it's like, I don't want to. But yeah, you gonna get it.
Looking yourself, being able to look yourself in the mirror and say, oh well, okay, this is where I need to work on myself also. So it's like you're helping the relationship and your personal self at the same time.
I would love to do that.
I would too. I'm down.
So we chose Sunday as our day.
Oh.
Did we?
I don't know.
I feel like
I don't
we
know
said
about Sundays.
Well, because Sunday
Sundays
is the
love
only
making
day
days.
that we don't.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be
you don't
angry
have
on a
work.
Sunday.
You don't have, and that's the thing. Like, it's so that you're not angry. Obviously, you're emotional.
It's not gonna be easy.
But
It'll get there.
It might be good to do it Monday, Saturday, or
I was
Sunday
about to say,
morning, so
maybe
y'all
a
can be fucking the rest of the
Friday.
day.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want y'all to think that this is some real smooth shit. Shit will get real. You're gonna be cursing, nigga this, bitch that. It might. You don't
It won't be no bitch this.
You never know. We
No,
don't know
it's
people's
not no
relationship.
never
What
know.
it's not gonna be
You never
is
know. I'm talking about people's relationships. You never
I
know
was
what the
about to say,
dynamic
we don't
is.
do the calling out the
You know what
name
I'm saying?
stuff.
I don't do that. I don't do that to you.
I can see us
call you
doing
an
it on a
asshole
Friday night.
or a motherfucker.
You don't
Ain't
call me
shit.
no motherfucker.
We
A
can't do
nigga.
it this Friday.
Asshole though.
we can't do it this week.
We can do it
HD's
tonight.
mom is coming in town.
Hey, Ma. Safe travels.
What's up? That's right.
So you know what that means.
All right. No fucking.
She
You
got
gotta be
her own
quiet.
room.
Silent
You gotta be
fucking.
quiet.
Nah, she got her own room.
You gotta be
Just
quiet.
cover her mouth.
Shit, we married. Fuck.
Exactly.
I would
Grown ass.
never want my parents to hear me having sex. That
Yeah.
would be so disgusting.
That
I'm
was
pretty
all
sure my
my
mom
childhood.
always heard us having sex at their house.
Probably.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Gotta be quiet.
Yeah.
Oh, you said you had a question.
Oh, I do have a question. Hold on.
So while she's getting to that, yes, you guys have to commit.
And no throwing it in our face like y'all just did.
Yeah. Like you gotta stop with the it's cause of me.
All
Bounce
right.
pass, nigga.
I won't. Let's shake on this. I won't throw it in your face, and you won't take offense.
Barry ain't shaking on shit.
I salute you.
We just shook on it, guys.
Give you the fucking finger.
No, but it does aggravate me when I like at least try to clean the stuff,
So-
and you come behind me and you like go back and clean it. Like
So
my
let me-
nigga, it looked the same way it looked when you went
No,
over
Jasmine, a reason I do that. You know what I'm saying? we're in the house now. I'm mindful of
Jasmine
bugs and
is
ants.
side-eyeing
I don't
us,
like
nigga.
shit like that.
Yes.
And you know we had ants, especially in the summertime.
Yeah.
So,
So I
but
get-
guess
I
what?
get you
You clean
coming
the
in-
countertops, but you know what the detail you don't forget? This is small.
I don't
detail.
sweep.
Oh,
That's
so where
fine.
did the crumbs go, nigga?
So
you catch all the crumbs in your hand?
I actually do.
Oh,
if
this
you paid
motherfucking
attention
liar.
to me wiping, no, what you sweep up is from when I cook. I'm a messy cooker, so whatever.
We understand,
But what-
you
so-
dropping crumbs?
Right. So I don't care that you sweep because I don't do that. What I'm saying is when I've wiped off the counters and wiped down the stove and it's glistening, don't come back and go and wipe like I missed the spot.
Listen, I got to buff it a little bit.
And I don't get as upset because I know that's kind of like the OCD in you because you just go behind and do shit all the time anyways. But at the same time, it's like, my nigga, sit down somewhere.
What do I do wrong? Like when I clean, what do I do wrong?
I mean, you don't like to clean, so you don't pay attention to detail.
What do I do wrong? Answer the question. Like,
You
do
want
I,
me- you
do
want
I
me to
not
give
make the bed right?
You want me to give you a specific example?
Sure.
So you cleaned that house the other day when
I knew you was about to throw that in my face after you said you would.
I wasn't gonna throw it in your face. I'm not throwing it. But you asked for a specific example.
Yeah,
though.
but you could just say what the specific. You don't have to say. You remember you
The
cleaned the house
situation.
the other day. You could just say, "I don't like the way you
you
make
see
the
how
bed."
you taking offense?
No, that's not taking offense.
What she's saying is she doesn't want a scenario.
you
She
don't
just
have
want
to
to say,
You don't have to say what day.
like, I know I don't clean the tub good, so I let Barry clean the tubs.
right. Just say what the question was. What do
good.
I not do right?
I don't.
You don't have to say.
'Cause I don't like
you remember
doing all
last
that.
Thursday when you
I be
cleaned
tired.
up? Like,
You
just
like
say
doing
what
that.
it is.
Down
That's
here.
throwing it in my face.
Well, it's not intentional. I was just.
But I'm not trying to poke. I'm showing you.
But
where
listen.
you're-
This is the way I talk, and this is who I
Listen,
am. I was
listen,
giving
Linda.
you a scenario.
I don't.
And I
need
was
a
giving you an
scenario.
example. You asked for an example, and I was giving it to you.
No, I didn't. This is what I'm trying to
What
get
the
you to
fuck?
see.
Am I
I
am I bugging?
Yes.
Am I going crazy?
She said, "Tell me what I do wrong."
That was my question.
And you're giving her a
You're-
scenario instead of saying, "When you wash this dish, you left a speck because you don't check it all the time." Like
just say you
like
leave
that.
specks.
Just whatever it is.
So you just want to
instead
say
of-
you don't clean the toilet good.
Yes,
Yes.
that's what I'm saying.
You don't make.
I don't like the
Just
way
that.
you clean the mirror. I don't like.
because she like adding the scenario gives it like a specific time, and it makes it seem like you were watching her and waiting for her to fail, so you could be like, "Huh, you did this wrong."
Yeah,
That's what I mean. Do not take offense.
that's not taking offense.
Yeah, but I'm not throwing it in your face. I'm just giving
But
you an example.
This is what I'm saying. Stop fighting me and just listen to what my concern is.
But you haven't even listened to what I was saying.
Because you aren't.
Because I'm not saying shit.
No, I'm
She
not
wants-
saying you're not
she's-
saying shit.
So, because I do this too. Barry does this with me. I'm like, just get to the point of it. Like, I don't need the lead in. Just give me what it was.
Listen. Let me be very.
There is a method to my madness. There's a
No,
reason why I'm telling
I'm
you
tr-
everything.
And I hear you, but what I'm also saying is that's not right. And the reason why I'm saying that's not right is because if I'm telling you don't throw something in my face, you telling me, remember when you cleaned up this weekend? That's throwing the scenario in
it
my
feels
face.
like that to her.
All right.
So if I ask you specifically, what do I do? Like, what don't you like about me cleaning? You can say, I don't like the way you vacuum. I don't like the way you sweep. Like, that's answering the question.
It's just taking the explaining out of it.
Yeah, because then it's like,
It's just more direct and to the point.
I'm not like that.
You do that shit.
but you can try.
I do. I
So
tell you, just
don't
give it to
tell
me
him
straight.
If that's how you do that too.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
That ain't-
what I'm saying is
But you have to be
that's
open.
what she's asking
But you have to be
for.
open to
That's
what
it.
I'm telling you.
Nigga, you asked me a question. and I
See,
was giving you
look
the
at
answer.
But you have to be open to what I'm saying.
Why don't you just be open to my answer? I didn't even finish my answer to you.
So he's saying don't take it in offense of him explaining because he has to explain
I
because
didn't
of
even.
how he is.
I didn't even get through the first sentence, and you was
you.
like,
See
"See,
how
you
you
throwing
got
it in my face."
But that's what we could just.
we have
agree
to
disagree.
compromise. We have to come to a compromise.
I know I'm not going crazy. Listeners, please chime in on this.
So basically, Trina likes it if you just give it to her straight. But you, as a person, well, not really, because you were saying, well,
You were
on
digging
this
up old.
day,
You bringing
this
up
is
old
like,
situations.
I asked you if you wanted me to give you a specific example, and I was explaining
And
the
a
example to
specific
you.
example is saying, "I don't like the way you sweep."
instead of a scenario, like a full. I don't know.
I don't communicate like that.
So on that. So that's what I was gonna say. Y'all have to come. Like you have to know that he doesn't communicate in snippets.
I agree.
You have to understand that you giving a scenario might make her feel attacked. So you both have to come up with a way for you to still communicate how you communicate, but you to understand that he's just trying to get it out, and not that is him trying to
I
be
ain't
like
throwing shit in
throw
your
something in
face.
your face.
I'm not saying. Okay. All right. Whatever.
That's how it feels, but that's not what he's trying to do.
I'm not
if
trying
that's
to.
what it
I'm
makes
not trying
sense.
to attack the way you
Okay.
clean.
So go.
So I'm saying, like, when you clean the place was phenomenal. But when you clean the bathroom, you didn't do a good job with the toilet.
I didn't clean the toilet. I told you that when I cleaned up. I said all I did was wipe down the mirrors. Specifically because I don't know if I should even say this on air, but because so I felt like I didn't have to put that much effort in because of that situation. That's why I didn't do that. And I told you that, but maybe you didn't remember.
I don't remember that conversation
Yeah.
at all.
Because I remember you said you really enjoyed the way I cleaned up, but I told you when I cleaned the bathroom, I only wiped down the mirrors.
Say something, Jasmine.
Yeah.
You got your
You have
chest
lapses in memories also.
out. Okay. Give me a scenario.
Niggas be going hard and
Ours
don't
ain't
be
got nothing to do
remembering.
about cleaning.
Yeah, we ain't have
You
no
know what I'm saying?
conversation like that.
Ours has to
No,
do
we
more
didn't.
so with the business. because we had a shoot this weekend and it was on the calendar and I specifically told you what we were going to be doing at the shoot.
Oh yeah.
And when it got down to going, you're like, "Oh, I thought it was just one thing." And I'm like, "My nigga, like it's on the calendar and we talked about this. What more do you want from me?"
Like Tyrese, but did I get the job done?
It doesn't matter that you got the job done. It's aggravating because we've had conversations about where I've not given you all the information that you needed. And so when I give you all the information and you still don't remember it or take it in or use the tools that I've set up to give you all the information.
Well, look, Jasmine. look, and hear me real clear. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. I don't believe you.
Fuck you. Let's move on.
So my listener question. Speaking of cleaning and stuff like that, somebody asked, is it a myth that you never really know someone until you live with them?
No, I don't think that's true. I feel like the only thing that living with someone changes is that you're with them 100% of the time other than when you go to work. And so, excuse me, if, like for Barry and I, we were kind of already with each other 100% of the time, except for when we went to work. So we kind of already knew each other. I think you learn each other's nuances a little bit more, like leaving up the toilet seat or like, like stuff like that. But I don't think you have to live with somebody to know. If you're around them enough, I think you already know them.
think staying extendedly kind of shows you who a person is and their mannerisms. So it could be like y'all see each other all day, every day until y'all go to work or whatever. Or like in me and HD's case, like I think HD picked up on the fact that I wasn't interested in cleaning when I would go to New York and stay with him. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like just being there for a week at a time and him seeing like my pile of clothes accumulate, that kind of showed him early on in our relationship.
That's a pain point for us. But I was on Amazon because I'm going to get me a dresser because my closet broke.
My dresser is broken.
So I'm going to get me like a container.
Even though that ain't stopped me. Like I've always had a corner. Like I've done that at my mama's house.
Same thing. I just feel like if I move like when I had everything hung up, I could have my corner inside the closet. So if I can just get all my clothes picked up off the floor and out the baskets, I can just put my corner back in the closet.
I don't know if HD's even noticed, but I don't have a corner in the corner anymore. I moved it to my closet. So I'm trying to like at the end of each one. Because the way, just so y'all know, the way the corner starts is getting up, getting ready for work, not sure what you're going to wear. Something doesn't work right. I came on my period, so I don't want to wear white today. I'm going to wear black. Like those little quick things that happen in my life, like that's how the corner starts. It's cold outside. I got to run back in and put on another sweater. Yeah. And then I just keep letting it pile until the end of the week. Yeah. And then mine also is like, I have clean clothes, but I don't have a dresser or a hanger thingy because we haven't fixed it yet. But, and what I did this time was I put my clean clothes in the closet on top of the other clean clothes, and I started my dirty clothes basket again, but it's still outside the closet. See, I don't have a dirty clothes basket. That's another part of my pile. I actually wear my clothes a lot before I wash them. Oh, yeah, me too. So it's like my outfit that I took off goes in a pile. Like, and HD doesn't do that at all. Like, when he wears something, it's dirty to him. So he has to throw it in the dirty clothes. Very too. But so when I say dirty clothes, like. Yeah. It's not dirty, but just clothes that I wore. And I might pick my jeans up out the pile again the next day. Because they not. But y'all don't do that. Y'all don't do that at all. Y'all, the minute HD wears something, it's dirty and it has to be washed. That's also why HD washes 3 times as much as I do. Because I don't have to. So there's a method to this madness.
Yes. But back to the question.
I was gonna say, what was the question again?
It said,
You have to lose.
Knowing someone.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, you never
You
really
started this.
Cleaning.
I don't think you really never know a person until you live with them. Cause just like for me, like with the whole bills and money situations that we had, like when I was by myself, I was figuring things out by myself. But when you with somebody else, like you living with somebody else, and y'all gotta pay the rent together, y'all gotta pay the lights together. I think that's when you really find out how responsible somebody really is. And I think that's a key before y'all get married. Not talking to the spiritual.
So how do you feel about like living with somebody before marriage? I mean, I know we've all, everybody at this table has done it, but do you think that if you were a different person and you were like getting serious with somebody, and you were financially stable to the point where you didn't have to live with that person, would you still choose to live with them before you got married, or would you wait until you were married?
So if we had have been more established when we moved out, neither one of us would have lived together because Barry didn't want to. He was going to get his own place, and I was like, well, I'll get my own place or I'll go back home, but obviously I didn't want to go back home. And then like I feel like I talked him into it because I was like, I mean, it doesn't make sense for us to get our own separate places, and then either I'm going to always be at your house or you're going to always be at my house. Like, it don't make sense.
It's wasteful.
But I also think that came out of, like you said, being wasteful, and we really ain't have no money like that.
You didn't have the means. Yeah.
Only reason I say that is because before we moved in, so in the beginning of us deciding if we were going to live together, I was like, we should live together. Barry was like, no. And then kind of like halfway at the midway point before we actually started looking at places, I talked to my mama and I told her that we were talking about moving together. And I asked her what she thought, and she was like, don't do it, because you don't want to go from your parents' house to your boyfriend's house or your husband's house. And then like, because that's what she did. She never had that chance to live on her own, pay bills on her own, like that kind of stuff. Like, she was always with my dad. So after I talked to her about that, I was like, oh, well, maybe we shouldn't. But then when I go to have the conversation with Barry, like, yeah, we could just move by ourselves. He's like, oh, well, let's move together. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But so I think that, also, so we moved in together. The next thing was buying a house. I was like, we ain't buying no house until we married because blah, blah, blah. Again, it made more sense.
You're building a life
to buy the house rather than continue to pay $1,800 in rent. Like, that was just stupid to continue to do that, especially with the way the markets were going and all that kind of stuff. So I was very much so like, we don't need to buy a house before we get married, because I feel like a house is a permanent thing. But in the day and age that we live now and how we decided we would use this house, like, that kind of swayed my decision. For us to be okay, for me to be okay for us to buy a house. So I don't know. I kind of feel like it's to each his own, however you feel about it. I don't see a fault in either way.
Yeah.
But I did used to feel like, why buy the cow if you got
milk
the
it
milk
for free?
Yeah. All that stuff that Jasmine used to say with those little sayings, I didn't really buy into that, because for back to the first question about moving in, with the person, I already had an idea, because I'm a very calculated person. I think life as like a chess game. I think so many moves. So I already feel like I had a great idea how things were gonna turn out. Us, coming together in this relationship. I already knew in my mind, Jasmine's not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. And this was at freaking 19 years old. So in my mind, I'm like, all that other, stuff is just going to flow in itself because I mentally committed, to this person. I didn't need in any other validation from nothing else. Nobody could tell me nothing. I didn't need anything because I knew this is the person I want to be with. So, and it's just going to be that. So making those transitions from being together initially, like what her mom said, don't do it. I wanted her, and I felt I did the same thing. So we both was just living with our parents, like any other, young kid. You with your parents, you don't know how to, you don't know living by yourself. So I wanted that for the both of us. But then I realized I'm like, two could live as cheaply as one. Because I'm like, it's like, it doesn't make sense. I want that for us. I want us to grow and grow separately and then come together. But I'm like, you know what? I think we can go against the grain and make it happen. I said, I don't want to follow the tradition. We're gonna make our own path and make it work. So I made that conscious decision and said, you know what? Look, we're just gonna be together and we're gonna take these steps like this, and that's just where it brought us to where we at today. And I feel it's a great situation. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
I feel like HD and I, or I guess me, I would probably still want to live with the person that, like if I was another person.
Yeah.
I would probably still want to move in with that person, even if we were both balling and could afford two separate spaces, just because I feel like, I don't know, it's just a better investment to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it just makes no sense. We could, if that's the case, let's still live in one place and then buy a property. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like other ways to make that money work than to just throw two rents down the drain.
Whew.
So that's what I would probably do.
Yeah. I kind of wanted to have the whole living with girlfriends, having roommates and all that kind of stuff.
A babe cave.
I wanted that experience,
I did it.
but
What the hell is a babe
A-
cave?
like a man cave. They have babe caves.
I've never heard of this. What's in there?
It's girly.
girl stuff.
It's fluffy and girly and glittery.
Babe cave.
Yeah.
So Trita wants one at her house.
A she shed,
Just so
basically.
you know.
Okay, gotcha.
Somebody burned down my she shed.
Is this new?
No, they call them that. Like, it's like a girl's apartment, basically.
I feel like it's a millennial thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, a babe
I
cave.
mean, I had a babe cave. I actually, like, I had a sign that said, "The Sweet Escape." You remember Gwen Stefani's song?
Mm-hmm.
If I could be free.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had a sign like over my little fake fireplace. It wasn't a real fireplace. And it said the Sweet Escape. And everything was pink and glittery. And
This was like
fluffy.
an extra room? You
No, my first apartment.
had? What?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep. The good old days.
HD.
I'm cool with that. I don't mind no babe cave.
No,
Just
no,
make
no.
sure you got the man cave on the other side of the
No,
house.
no, she's asking if you would. If you had the money and could start all over, like, would you want to live with a person first, or would you want to live on your own first?
Yeah, you got to test the car out before you purchase it. Because, like, you just can't walk into a situation blindly, and I don't know how responsible you are. I don't know anything about you just based off the fact that we just been dating each other.
Mm. I know a lot of people who didn't live together before marriage, and they always had like a bumpy situation.
Yeah, because they really finding out about the person when they go in. And
They're finding out on two levels though, because like marriage is different.
yeah.
So like they're finding out about marriage and now living with this person and having to see them 100%.
That's so weird. I feel like we didn't have a rocky first year.
Yeah.
Nah, I felt like our first year was actually like.
I kind of feel like
I feel like if you operate together before marriage,
right.
then
It shouldn't be like
you
no
just
whole
it's
rude
the
awakening.
stamp of validation at that point.
Maybe it's people not realizing that's another human being. Like you realize now they shit smell like shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the
ain't
person's
roses.
shit too. Like
Or
it's gonna be some shit you don't like.
Or a lot of people like marry with hopes that it'll change, and it's like you can't do that.
Listen, this stuff ain't all sunshine and rainbows. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Shit,
this
it
is
gets
real.
wet out here.
This
You know
is
what I'm
love
saying?
unfiltered.
This shit is a process.
Yeah. Process indeed. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a constant choice
It's always
that you wake up every day and deal with that person and choose to enjoy that person.
or be mad at them.
Yeah, but
everybody-
you with
listen.
that person.
Ladies and gents, we just like y'all. You know, we all will go through the shit. As you seen right here, you seen examples of disagreements,
Y'all hear me?
arguments. It goes down. You know what I'm saying? Just, one step at a time.
Don't be looking at me like that.
It's a process. Trust the process.
I don't know how to squint for real.
As long as you don't go to bed angry, that's all that matters.
No, and that's why I told you the other night. I'm sorry. Because I was.
She's such a baby.
I know.
I'm sorry.
I was sorry.
Just
That's
said
how I be saying it to him too, don't I?
I'm sorry.
See? At least you get it sorry, my nigga.
I do. And then I be like, you want to cuddle?
Jasmine like, nigga, just don't touch me tonight. So,
Sometimes I be like
goddamn,
that.
Nigga.
Yeah.
Sometimes I be like, good night.
Because what Barry likes to do, he likes to piss me off, and then
Yeah, Barry is a pisser offer.
to test the water,
Yeah.
he'll come and he'll want to like rub in my face and hug on me and want to come and get just move.
Yes.
That's annoying.
Like, for me, that's love.
That's
That's love taps. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not pissing you off, you're not feeling no love. You know what I'm saying? Because I should be able to piss you off. If I can't piss you off, I
agree.
don't have you emotionally. If another nigga could be out in the streets pissing you off, that's something I'm not doing. You don't just give your emotion out to a random nigga. I get those emotions.
Oh, my God.
So is this training?
It is training.
Mental
Guess
training.
what? You ready.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ready for war.
I mean, how do rainbows form?
Oh.
Through rainstorms and thunderstorms.
Sometimes some shits just be in the sky. Ain't no rain.
right? But you don't know what the condensation of
The what?
the condensation of
I know what you're talking
clouds
about, my
going
nigga.
on. You
Am
know
I
what I'm
right or
saying?
am
I
I
know what you're
right?
talking about.
Sometimes your ass look out the window and the shit is
You know what
just
I'm
in
saying?
the
It
sky.
might have been some,
It
wetness
might have
in the
rained
air.
over there, goddamn it.
You know what I'm saying?
And we just see it from afar. I'm just saying.
On that note, guys,
Have we got any closing thoughts?
I don't know. Just we really appreciate you guys listening.
Yes.
Word.
Enjoy your Valentine's Day weekend.
Well, we hope you have.
Yes.
Because once they hear this, Valentine's Day will be over.
Oh, that's right.
So, Trina and HD will update you guys on their fun night.
What's our fun night?
I don't know.
Beats me.
Oh, I thought y'all were doing something tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. He won't tell me anything.
Oh, we ain't doing shit.
He got you tickets to Kitty Sweat. That's
I
why
hope
y'all ain't
not.
doing
Yo,
nothing.
we gonna see Kevon Edmonds.
I do not want to see no.
Shout out to the
fucking
people.
sweat.
Look, you celebrate Valentine's Day. That's dope. You can have somebody. Even if you don't,
Galentine's.
don't worry about that
Love
either.
on
You know what I'm saying?
yourself.
Love yourself. Buy your own self some chocolates.
Love yourself,
Just
girl.
chill
If
out.
nobody
You go
will.
catch a movie. They got a new movie that's out. It's called it's a girl. She's half robot. She kicks ass.
Alita.
Alita, whatever. Battle
comes out
Angel.
tonight.
They got the Fat Amy movies out.
I'm still trying to see our
That
other
shit
movie
fire.
that HD didn't take me to see because he was mad that day.
Oh yeah, we still hadn't seen that.
What movie is it?
Bill Street.
If Bill Street can talk. Remember when you canceled our plans?
It's a black movie, Barry. I know you don't like those.
See
If you-
how I feel throwing it in your face.
You don't feel no type
Take
of way.
that. Nah, you.
All right,
side-eye.
guys, we're out.
Hold on.
Oh.
Where can they find the Jasmine and leave this question? Listen, see, she's ready to get rid of y'all, ladies and gentlemen. This ain't no real host. Where can they find us?
NotYourRelationshipGoals.com.
On all platforms.
Yes.
Hashtag love unfiltered.
Woo, woo, woo.
Bitches.
Deuces.
Later.